Okay, so good evening, everybody. It is Sunday. I'm a regional vice president with Arbonne International, and although you guys are all expecting Zoe Allen, she's been at one of Sue Alexander's makeup courses today in Leeds. She managed to get tickets to go over, but there's been problems with traffic getting back. So she's been on the phone to me in the past half an hour going, I'm not going to get back in time. She is going to be on this call, but it's probably not going to be till about 9:15. But don't worry, because in the meantime, we've got the amazing National Vice President Qualification, Fiona McCarthy, who's going to talk to us about her weekend, well, her past 4 days at the UK Go Pro event. So something that people were literally fighting over getting tickets. Tickets were £500. It was just an absolutely amazing event. I wish I could have been there, but I couldn't due to childcare, but I have booked tickets for next year's. And she's just going to give us snippets of information about things that she's learned this weekend, and also about why you guys have to be at the next one, because it was just incredible. But before I hand you over to Fiona, just a couple of things coming up for this week. So Melton's Discover Arbonne is Tuesday night at 7:30 at Sysonby Knoll Hotel, 7 for a 7:30 start. We've got Bourne's Discover Arbonne on Monday, so tomorrow night, 7 for a 7:30 start at Toft Hotel. We've got Stamford's Discover Arbonne tomorrow, so Monday night at 7:30. We've got Lincoln's got a Blaze on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, and Lincoln's also got a Meet the Products event on Thursday at 7 o'clock. So if you're local to any of those and you want to pop along to any of those with your guests, family and friends, there'll be great events to take people along to. And just shout out on any of the Facebook groups if you want clarification on where they are, if there's anything to pay to get in. Sometimes there could be a couple of pounds admission to get in. So just shout up if you want to go to any of those, because they'll all be great things to go to for yourself, to build up your own knowledge, to meet other consultants, and to take family, friends and guests along to. If you're not local to any of those, you live somewhere else like Kelly in London, anywhere like that, then just have a look on the Nations page at what's local for you. So I'm going to pass this call on to Fiona now, who's going to talk a little bit about her amazing weekend. So thank you so much, Fiona, for doing this last minute. It's no wonder you are where you are, because she literally only found out about this about 4 minutes ago. So thank you, Fiona. I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's Fiona. It's not a very good signal.
Do you know what I did this time? No, just upstairs. Let's go. All right.
She's a National Vice President Qualification, and she's got a rubbish signal.
I know. I paid for an extra booster. It's not working. Am I better now?
We can roughly hear you, but we can't see you.
Okay, put the light on. Hold on. Yeah, let's try that. Great. Oh, yeah. Can you hear me now?
It's a bit crackly. And if you don't sort it out, it means I'm going to have to train on something.
Do you know what? I bought a booster and oh my God!
What about going on your phone?
Hold on, I'm going. Yeah, I'm going to go on my phone now, Tix. Hold on, yeah.
Someone says the weather's interrupting the signal. Same with Nikki earlier. Okay, hopefully she won't be long. I don't know what to talk about. I hope everybody's having a great first week of November, and everybody still knows about all the incentives that are running. Vision and GTC, yeah. So GTC's tickets are still on sale. They're still on. They're still the same price that they were last month. The early bird tickets have gone, and they were exactly the same price in October as they are in November. The only difference was if you bought your GTC ticket in October, you got a selection of the new products that are going to be launched at GTC. But if you're ordering your ticket in November, it's still that reduced price. So that's still really great if you want to get your GTC ticket and then book that before they sell out, because that will be a sellout. I would imagine before the end of the year that will sell out. It almost sold out last year, I think seating is about 18,000 people this year, and that will completely sell out. So get your ticket if you're going, and then sort out your accommodation, your childcare, and your flights afterwards. You can sort that out afterwards. That's what most people are doing. And a lot of hotels are doing a deposit of like £50 at the minute, and you don't pay anything until next year. And the same with the flights. So that's quite good. Jen said to talk about vision. I don't know what to talk about, because I was completely unprepared for Fiona's signal to not work tonight. Is Suzanne on? Because she went to the Eric Worre as well. Oh, Fiona's back. Hang on. Hi, Fiona.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go on then. Take it away.
All right. Awesome. Sorry, guys. Sorry about this. Okay, so, oh my gosh. We go to these conferences. Now, do you remember how you all felt after AAC? Well, I honestly feel when you go to an outside conference and you hear outside speakers, you get a little bit more from the conference, because what they're going to deliver is very different ideas from top field leaders. And we're talking people that were on the stage were all the top field leaders in their own multi-level marketing companies. So we had a variety of people, and all of them were huge earners. But, you know, people like Jordan Adler, I mean, we all know that that man has just spent £250,000 on a space project because he's going to go to the moon, you know. So, I mean, amazing speakers, pumped up 4 days, and condensed that 4 days. Suzanne and I have been there for, basically had 24 hours full on training from these people. So it was amazing. Donna Johnson, who we all know and love, and her husband talked. We had the guy who was a top earner in Juice Plus. We had Forever Living. We had Unique. But the best thing that I got from this was the variation of what we learned. So I'm just going to share a few key pointers with you. I'm going to talk about your team. I'm going to talk about the people that you should choose to work with. Perhaps you haven't thought, especially early days when we start this business, we're just so kind of desperate to get people to join us. So if I had known this information at the beginning, I really feel that I would have been so better equipped. So this will 100% help all of you. When you first look at people to join your business, it's a business, okay? So 80% of new people who are brought into your team are brought in by new people who know nothing, okay? So it is a bit like the blind leading the blind. And as a professional, network marketer, our biggest challenge is that we end up trying to work for everyone, okay? Because we've obviously been in there longer, and we have more of a length of service, so to speak. So 20 people who join your business, 3 will do something, and 17 will stay in your community. That is a lot, okay? That is a lot, you know. So remember, this is a numbers game, and I'm going to, Zoe and both Danny and myself will be running out with our regions, a fantastic get-to activity to increase all of your one-to-ones in the next coming weeks and the future. Jordan Adler does this, and we just basically sat and we all together texted 25 texts in 30 minutes to every single body that we wanted to have a one-to-one with, and we'll be doing that activity, and literally it's just saying, hey Danny, I haven't seen you for a while, would love to meet you for a cup of coffee, I've got something I'd love to share with you. That's it. And then that's how you follow up. So we'll train on that more. But that was a snippet of the value of what we learned. So basically, okay, so a leader, you have to put your effort in where it is needed, not where it is wanted. Because you're going to get these people who are going to stay around for a long time, and we love them, guys. Let's not get this wrong where they're at. But we need to look at our key players in our team, because these are the ones that are going to grow their business. And we tend to stick around with the people who are struggling rather than working with the people who are running. You do not want to be dragging people over the finishing line. It's tiring, it's hard. And when you stop working, they stop. Well, helping them, so to speak. So if we work with 10, looking for 10 key players individually to work within your team. So you need to look at the people who are going to stand out, okay? Remember, guys, your job is to learn, listen, and immerse yourself in the process. So what this lady does is on the 100 list, okay? She will then say, Okay, so she's met with so-and-so, and she said, okay, they've started the list there and then. By the way, you're going to get your 5. You're going to contact them there and then, call or text, and you're going to book an appointments with your diary there and then. I think, Danny, I think you were talking about getting everybody booked GTC straight away, then AAC, and right, great. So you're doing invertedly. Okay, then you're going to leave them after that session, say, right, you to fill out the rest of your list, 100 list, and I will call you in 48 hours. You do a time in your diary with them to call back to go through the list, and or meet. Now, let's say you're calling back and they're saying, oh, well, you know, it was weekend, I know it's Sunday, and unfortunately our family came over and da-da. You know, I say, okay, that's fine, Todd, that's fine. Let's reschedule you for another 48 hours. Sunday today, so let's go Tuesday. How about 6 p.m.? So you schedule that in. You phone Todd at 6 p.m. and say, okay, Todd, have you done your list? And he's saying, oh, well, you know, the game, you know, there's football Monday night, and da-da-da. And you say, okay, you know, that's fine. What we're going to do is I'm going to leave you to do that list. And when you've written your list out and you're ready, give me a call. That's it. Simple. Because you want the people who, like, you know, you have to walk, well, crawl before you walk before you jog before you run. So you're looking for the people to come with you, the people who phone you, the people who turn up on the Zooms, the people who are there in person. Even if initially, let's say their business is going slow, that's fine. These are the people that you want to look for, the key players in your team, and work with. So if you look at a horse race, okay, you have a horse and you have a jockey. All right. So let's say the horse is your business and you are the jockey. Okay. So the horse is your Todd. He's a business builder. Now, what does a horse do? Its sole job is to run. It is to run. And that's massive momentum at the start of your business. You know, I solely get people to district manager in 2 months is where I'm at. So that horse's job is get the 100 list, get into there, get your launches, get into massive momentum straight away. And my job, if I'm the jockey, is to guide the horse. Okay, I'm the one with the experience. I'm the one who's going to show the horse where to go. Okay, and that's the way you've got to look at your business. Guys, have you ever watched a horse race and the horse stops and the jockey gets off the horse and puts the horse on its back and runs? Right? So if this is your new business builder, yeah, you're carrying. Stop carrying. Give them, we're called an independent consultant, give them their independence, but they have to show you it's about match commitment. It's two-way. You know, don't do it for them. So, okay, so run. And you know, your horse is to run as fast as you can. So it's great, you know, a leader is better at the front. So what she basically talked about is you lead from the front, guys. So as a leader, do your 2,500, you know, your blocks. Go get your DM bonus. Grow your team, because people are watching your every move. So be the best version of you, okay? I mean, you want to honestly question yourself and say, do you know what? Would I sponsor myself? Would I? Because if you wouldn't, then maybe there's some things that you maybe need to look at that you perhaps aren't maybe comfortable with, and go and retrain yourself, learn the DA. You know, if you haven't learned that Discover Arbonne presentation, you may not be stood at the front just yet presenting, but you need to learn the DA, okay? Because that's going to be when you go and see people. There's 2 things that Eric really emphasized on, and one was the power of a story, the power of your why. So you need to have that crystal clear, and you can do role playing and practicing, but you need to have a powerful why, and you need to get that off by heart, okay? Because people want to follow leaders. They want you to lead them to where you've said that I can take you. We are professional network marketers, okay? There's no better way out there. So when you give somebody a hope, you've got to make sure that you are the best version of you. And if you haven't learned your Discover Arbonne, go learn your Discover Arbonne. Go learn your why. And your confidence from being able to reel off by heart will mean that you will be so much more stronger, you know, and you'll come across as like a silent sound in the air, hearing your confidence from your own self-belief in yourself, in this, you know, in your business, as well as the person who sat across the table listening to you. So I know for me, go and find somebody who you really like who's recorded the Discover Arbonne. So I personally, Ian, I really liked Ian Pritchard. So in the morning when I used to run, I literally for 6 months, I'd listen, I'd stop, I'd repeat it, and then I'd take it back, and then I'd say it again, and I just regurgitate it. So the Discover Arbonne you hear from me, I have done for years. It's the same old stuff, and it's from Ian Pritchard that he did, years ago. Yes, there's been tweaks along the way, but that's what I did. So go find somebody you love, admire, respect, resonate with in this business, and go and copycat them, okay? Because we're just repeating, we're plugging in, and we're duplicating. So, okay, so, yeah, are we good?
I was just going to say that is just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Zoe is on, but are you and Fiona sorting out something where you and Suzanne sorting out something where you can share that information?
Yes, we are. We're going to do an extra Zoom call this week. There are so many speakers we've got to share, so much more stuff you guys have to know about, because it will improve your business and your bottom line and your paycheck. And that's why we're here, first and foremost. So yeah, we'll do an extra one out probably tomorrow. We'll let you know, and we'll start rolling this out, because we have got 24 hours worth of valuable information for you guys.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Fiona.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you, Fiona. For Stephanie. Sorry, everybody. That was a bit of bad planning on my part. Oh, somebody said that was a Mercedes alarm going off. Sorry. Oh, I don't know what. Laura and Gemma, a burglar in the house. It's all right. Oh, sorry. Yes, I've just got back from Leeds makeup training, and it was a bit crazy. So I finished training in Leeds at 7:00, and then just whizzed down the A1. And so here I am. So we wanted to do at least, and hopefully I'm looking glamorous anyway, at least, all made up. We talked to Leaders Breakfast yesterday, and people were asking for kind of practical trainings, like on Google Drive and on just using the website. And so I said, well, what would you like? I can't do both, and they voted for using the website first tonight. So that's what we'll go through. Back to basics training on these simple things, like, how we use our business. So I've been distracted by okay, here we go. So the Arbonne website. So you should know, I go to login, and when you log in, you have the choice of your email address or your ID number when you enter your login details. So I usually use whatever's shortest, because some people go, oh, my email address is really long and it never remembers it. It's taking me ages to log in. I'll just use your ID number then. So I just put my ID number to log in. So whatever's easy. I think it's security. It doesn't remember it on your laptop. So here we go. I'll log into my website and we can have a look. And so often the question I get asked as well is, oh, but if I give somebody my web address, like they're like not seeing the right thing. Or if you tried to, like, my Arbonne web address is zoeallen.arbonne.com. If I put that into my computer, then it will take me to my login page, because my computer recognizes that it's me and it knows my login. And but if I gave that address to a customer, then they would see a totally different screen. So they would see the shop. And so it's worth have a look at one of your team or somebody else's web address, so you can see what your customer would see. So but usually it's your first name and your surname .arbonne.com, and that's what you would share with your clients and your preferred clients. So I've logged in and I've gone into my dashboard, and then it starts to show you some of your points, and so some of your main things. You've got your dashboard for your PQVs for the month, and here it's showing me my central region, central area, central district, and then also sponsoring for the month as well so far. Okay, so that's in there. So there's my dashboard. So if you want to get back to dashboard, and you literally just click your dashboard on top left hand corner. And then under me, one of the things that's important under here is where you find your paycheck. So that's in your filing cabinet. So if you go down to filing cabinet, then here's all the commission statements. So if you want to go back, especially for accounts at the end of the year, and your accountant says, where are your commission statements for like the last, 12 months, then you just go into your filing cabinet and they're all there. So you can open those up. So usually your commission statement comes out before your pay and before you get paid. So you can go in and you can see what you're going to get paid. But usually everything's worked out by the 10th working day of the month, not the 10th of the month, the 10th working day of that month is when we usually get paid. Sometimes it can be a little bit delayed. So everything's in there, even the success plan. There's a link to the success plan and our code of ethics in that filing cabinet there. So we used to get the success plan sent to us in our starter kits, and they've taken that out. So trying to kind of use less paper, and we're going into the Eastern countries who are more online based, technology based, and less paper based. So your success plan is online. It's an online document that you can access in here, or you can find it in the source. So you've got lots of things, terms and conditions, policies and procedures are all sat there. So that's where you find your commission statement. Under here, you can find your profile, where you can edit that. You can find client details, leads. This is something I've not yet. There is, in this new website, there is a whole CRM system built into it, a contact management system. Many of you still like paper to kind of file your records and keep a log of your leads, prospects, you following up with preferred clients. But you do have an option to do that in this website, and it's something I haven't yet explored myself. I'm still quite a paper-based person, but that is there. So, and you can't like go in and break the websites. Don't be scared of coming in here and just having a play. So in here, I think, let's have a look. Obviously, I've not used this at all, so I do not. So you can create a contact, you can create a lead, and you can set up a task for them. So if you've got somebody that you've lent out some samples to, then you can create your task that you're to follow up with them on a certain date and a certain time. So you can go in here and do it. It's something that I'm yet to explore. I might get John to look at that because he's better on contact management than I am, and he's used this systems before to explore it. But we didn't have it on the old website, so it's quite a new function to us. So, I mean, the most important thing I come into here for is really the filing cabinet, to find that. But you can search through contacts, or this is where you would add a new contact. And then anything else that's important in here, success line details. So finding out everyone in your success line. Okay. Breakdown of commission and orders. Oh, where is the order? So there's a lot. So the functions in here that I go into is definitely my filing cabinet, and then your profile. So if you want to edit your profile, change your profile picture, then you go into there. Then into my team. So under here, orders is really important. I use this a lot. So going in here and finding previous orders. So you might think, oh, has an order gone through? Is it in the system? Did I definitely send it? I haven't, the order hasn't arrived yet. Then you can go in here, and as your team starts to get bigger, you can filter it down. So you can look through for orders in your central districts, and obviously it breaks it right down to fill each generation. So I had, at the end of the month, we had a bit of a query over an order through one of my district managers who is in Laura's area, Laura Leggett's area. So Laura's first generation area to me. So I had to go in first generation area and then click search, wherever search is, there it is. And then it will pull up all those orders, and it just makes it a bit easier to sift through them. Here we go. So then it pulls up all the orders in that first generation area, and I could go through there and find the particular order that we were looking for. And then if you click on the order reference number, so Kerry's ordered there. Hi, Kerry. You can see who's ordered there. And you can just click on an order number, and it will bring up the order. So if you were looking for your preferred clients and you wanted to know what they ordered last time, then you can come in here and find it. And it gives you a full breakdown. Or again, or somebody was missing a receipt, or you wanted a receipt for it, you can always come in here and just reprint these off as a receipt. So okay, so there's an order you can just pull up. So I find that function really useful. I use that a lot. Team reports, team incentives. So you can come in here and use reports like who's district bonuses and who's top sponsor, and there's lots of different reporting systems in here, and top achievers and all those kind of things. Oh, that's taking me into my normal reports. Okay, well, that's not what I... So top achievers will be where our bonuses are. There we go. So top achievers, you've got top personal QV, top personal sponsoring, top personal 150 sponsoring. So loads and loads of reports in here in this new system. And then I usually just click on my team at the top to get into my into web stats, into seeing all your stats and figures. But obviously you can do it clicking team reports as well. I think both of those are going to the same thing. There we go. So if I click onto my team, then it opens up your web stats. So as a consultant, the only thing you'll see is your top line. So even if you're a consultant, if you've sponsored other consultants, you will not be able to see them in your web stats yet. But once you're a district manager, you will. So you can open up your stats and see your team. But it takes, again, 10 working days for the system to update. So if you promote at the end of the month, and then the first of the next month, you go, it's not been updated, I'm not yet a district manager. It takes 10 working days for the whole system to reboot and click in with all the new promotions. And then as you promote to the levels, everything is layered. So, and in the web stats, it's really important, you know, that this plus button next to your name opens up like your team. And also this arrow is really important. So the arrow button shows you the last form history, and especially when, yes, you're a leader and you start looking at working out people's stats, and if they achieved a promotion and you want to know what they did over the last few months, you need to be using that function. So if I click open my arrow, I can see now August to November's stats in there, and that arrow is there for every person in my team, which is really cool. So that's really important. And I think literally if I click on my name, all I get is my details. So if you're looking for somebody's email address or phone number, click on their name and you'll get that, or their consultant ID number. Otherwise, and then so if I click the plus, so I'm a region, then it opens up all my areas firstly, and so everything's layered. And then if I click on my central area, it will bring up my districts that are sat in my central area, and even me. So I'm still an area, I'm still a district, and then if I click on me as a district, it opens up my central district. And if I click on me as a consultant, it will open up all my preferred clients. So if you as a consultant click on your plus button, it will open up your preferred clients. And then as you promote to district, you'll be able to open up your team as well. So it does. So it all layers up in there. So it's really important that you know. And then say you can click on that arrow and find the details of the last 4 months of every consultant, which I didn't know that until the AAC, and that has been invaluable, especially at the month end. Okay, so that's the most important thing. I go in there: orders, team reports, you put incentive, my events, Arbonne conferences. So if you want to book things like GTC, AAC, then that's the place you need to go to, the Arbonne conferences. So your GTC registration is in here, AIT, things like that, Canadian conference, Australian conference, you know, fancy another one. My events and presentations. So this is the host reward system, which we all love. There is that is a whole training in itself, and I do on my YouTube channel there is a training called Host Rewards Take 2, because I recorded it twice, where I take you through from start to finish, setting up an event in Host Rewards, and even putting all the payments and processing the orders. So that's your Host Rewards in there, setting up your events. Trackers, so your incentive trackers are in here. So in December, they will launch our next incentive, which will be like the AIT, Arbonne Incentive Trip for next year. That was a Magic of Manhattan one that's just gone. So you can see how you're getting on with your incentive trips. Okay, and then you've got my resources. So this is where you find things like the source, which is really important. I'll just load up the source. So the source is a place where Arbonne put like product knowledge, on Arbonne stories. You can ask questions, get them answered. So before a region training, I would always come into the source and have a look, see if there's any updates that I've missed. So I'll flick through like the things at the top of this page here. And always when you come into the source, check on the top left-hand corner that your flag is the UK flag and you're in the right country. And if it's not, you need to go and change your community, which you do in this. There's a little cog on the right-hand corner. If you click that cog, it you get a drop down menu somewhere. Community isn't there somewhere? Advanced marketing, community. Maybe it's not that one. Oh no, under your name. So under where it says hi Zoe, yeah, your communities. If you click on your communities, you can change it. So yeah, if you wanted an American price list or an American whatever information, then you could change your community. And it comes up to America, and then you'll be able to find that American information. So if you had a consultant or somebody out there that needed some information, then you can do that. But just make sure for you, if you're looking for a UK price list, that you're set on the UK. And then to get back to the home page, if I just click on the Arbonne logo, it'll take me back to the home page in the source. So they've put kind of the banner at the top, shows you important information, like back order report is any products that are on back order. It tells you the reason and the date they're expecting them back in. At the moment, they're promoting book a call with Stian. So that if you buy one of the anniversary books, you can go into a prize draw to win a video call with him. It's information on GTC. Up close for October. So that is our newsletter. So they will bring out one for November. So always go in and open those newsletters for the month and check them, because they will go through any updates and things that are going on. And then you can literally just type in the search bar here. So if you were looking for any product knowledge on Phytosport, if you type in Phytosport in here, everything will come up on Phytosport, and all the focus sheets and how to sell it sheets and all, I spelled it completely wrong. Sorry, nothing comes up. It doesn't like bad spelling either. There we go. You have to spell it correctly, as the computer just doesn't like you. So all the Phytosport information has come up there. Or if I wanted to find a price list UK, then the price list will come up. So this is, we've got business days price list, UK price list, and QV list, and you can download it from here and print it off. So the source is really important as one of your resources. You've got Arbonne University, where there's online learn and burn. So there's audio programs to learn about all kinds of things, leadership, product knowledge. So you can go in here and you can create yourself your own little training. You can go in here and do training on skincare, nutrition, beauty, systems training, leadership training, management training, personal growth and development. So there's loads and loads of training resources in here. So if you're ever at a point where, I don't know what I'm going to learn today, I've got some time for my Arbonne business, what should I do? The university is there for you. It's a free resource. Marketing tools. So this is something Arbonne have just launched, where you've got this digital toolkit where you can go in here and create Facebook posts to share on Facebook. So you're getting the really great product images from Arbonne. They're giving you suggested text about that product, and you can share it on your Facebook pages. They are trialing a system at the moment called Try Arbonne. These are going to be cards that you can give out to your prospects that are interested in trialing a product, and they have a code, they log into your website, and then it's for you to send them the sample that they're asking for. But they're trialing it to a few hundred consultants at the moment, so that is something that will roll out when that is all in place. There's a new Mercedes-Benz tool at the moment to help us kind of understand the Mercedes-Benz program and how it works, and speak about it and advertise it in the right way. Mobile website training, everything's like that. The website stats link. So for new consultants, you might think, well, what on earth is the web stats link there? That is just for us older consultants. When they changed the website in March, they kept us a link through to the old web stats from like February back through like last year. So if we ever wanted to go back and look at our old history from last year, then we had to log in under our old details in that section. So you can just, if you joined Arbonne like since March this year, then you can pretty much just ignore that feature, and that will disappear as we're now kind of transitioning through to this new site. Then the shop, so you can go in and shop. And also, I suppose, most of us should have figured out how to shop by now. We're all Arbonne consultants, we should be consuming the products. But in here, an important part of that shop is the Arbonne boutique. So if you wanted like business cards or Arbonne merchandise, we love Arbonne merchandise, notebooks, all kinds of letterheads, envelope, the compliment slips, that's the right word, then you can come into here. So this is a printing company that are associated with Arbonne. so if you go in here and order business cards, there will be a separate delivery charge. It's a separate order. But this is where Arbonne want us to use their official business cards. Arbonne really wants to represent their brand in the right way. So we're using the Arbonne logo. Then we're supposed to use the business card designs in here. And so you can come in here and choose. And actually, the cost of them is pretty competitive with your usual standard kind of print cost. So these are your designs. You can have one with your own logo. So you come in here, business cards are in here. You can get notepads, you can get banners. Again, I think they've brought the price of the banners down now to £70, which again is really competitive with other kind of printers. You can have personalised notebooks. You can have an Arbonne notebook with your own name on it. You can get carried away. I love stuff at stationery. Nice, new stationery is awesome. So there's things like that in there. So that is the boutique, which again is just a separate part of the Arbonne website, which is under your shop header. And then you've got business aids. Business aids they do go into your normal shopping cart with an Arbonne. So this is where you'd find your samples, prospecting packs. So if you haven't, I keep freezing. You haven't found your prospecting packs yet, then come in here. We were talking about this at our leadership breakfast yesterday. You are going to put together these really nice prospecting packs, which I use to send to prospects that are long distance to me, because they have a couple of samples in them. And so you've got the RE9, you've got Calm, they have a catalogue, an opportunity brochure. They come in a really nice folder, and you can just go on here, order them, and send them long distance. And you can send them to America, Canada, Poland, wherever you've got a consultant. And they do charge you the full delivery. So if I'm going to send this, I make sure I've qualified my lead well first, and they've watched videos, we've had a conversation, they've been on a Zoom call before I send them this, because I'm paying for postage. But some of the team were suggesting yesterday that actually you ordered like 5 of the packs and sent them to yourself. So then if you were sending them out to the UK, somebody in the UK, you could just pop them in Royal Mail, and the postage would then be a lot less than an Arbonne DPD delivery. So that's one option. But if they are in Australia, then your Australian postage is going to be a lot cheaper than you could send it to Australia. So I'm trying to find them. I don't think they're in this. Oh, here they go. They are here. The new Discover Arbonne pack. So the pack itself is £5.50, which is actually really good value, as you're getting the 2 samples in there, and the catalogue and all the bump and literature. And they look really professional. So I do love those. They're in there under your business aids bit. And then, any product samples are in there, and all that kind of thing. And then you can go into your shop. And like I say, hopefully you'll know how to shop. And the way I tend to shop now in Arbonne is I like to have my catalogue in front of me and just type things in the search bar and search them that way and look for them, rather than going down all the drop down menus. There is a quick shop where you can bring up a form and stick in all your product numbers that way. It's an easy way to do it as well. So I hope that's been like a whistle-stop tour of the Arbonne website. And again, I think it's down to you really to have a play with it. If there's something you get stuck on, then do just ask. Where am I going now? Oh, I'm in the quick shop. Here we go. Where am I? Where did I go to? So in the quick shop, again, you just need the item code. So you put it in there, add it to your basket, and you can just add things really quickly. And again, I think the team have said they would like a training on the Google Drive and finding their way around there, which is a separate training. And if you do want the host rewards training, I have done it, is on YouTube. And I will repost that into the Allen Region Facebook page again, so it's kind of comes up at the top and you can find that, because a few people were asking about that yesterday as well. I just see there's lots of you been chatting away. I don't think there's any. Oh, it's all right. I don't think there's any use. Okay, it's all right. I don't think there's any questions for me. Just general chit chat. Okay, cool. But yeah, I hope that's been kind of useful and giving you a better feel for the website and find your way around it. And I say, just have a play. You can't break it. Arbonne break it themselves. It's not us that break it. It's fine. Just go for it and play. And even with the host rewards, just like I had to practice setting up lots of events by myself. Just have a go with it and have a go at adding orders to practice, and just play with the web stats. Have a go at clicking things. another really useful thing that, you know, my husband is a web designer, and I'm like, some things that really, like, he thinks are really simple and make sense, and do not. Like things like the top of your menu bar is a link that you can just click, like clicking my team just take you to websites. And if you want to get to your homepage, usually on any website, not just Arbonne, if you click like the logo on the top left hand corner, that normally directs you back to the homepage. And I think that's like, yeah, there we go. So if I just click the Arbonne logo, it takes me straight back to the first page that we get when we log in. And it's things like that on a website. I'm like, I didn't know that was possible. And oh yeah, all websites going to do that. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's the little things that you kind of learn along the way. So there we go. So yeah, we'll do another one on the Google Drive and navigate you around there. But again, that's something you just need to really play with and find your way around. Okay. And yeah, and thank you, Danny and Fiona, for stepping in for me while I'm still like racing back down the A1. So we are running a bit behind for our Rally to District call, but we will be going on to a Rally to District call now, and which is on a different ID number, which I can't see. Do you have the ID number to hand, Danny? I think. Oh, I might be able to put it up in Zoom. Hold on, I can see it. Oh no, because I'm logged in as John. If you click on the Zoom like icon, it brings up all the meetings that are scheduled.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Tanya's already beaten us to it.
Oh, okay.
So the Rally to District call is 803 916 435. And so we've got a couple of district managers sharing their journey to district on that call. Cool. Okay. Thank you for everybody for being on the call. A great number of you on here tonight. And have a great week. And we'll see you all next week, 9 o'clock, if you're not on the next call. Night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.